Okay, so let's look at different characteristics of different diode models. So we have three models: ideal model, which is ideal diode; practical model, practical diode; and piecewise linear model, which is this is one more diode. Okay, so this is how we represent these three type of diodes you will be seeing mostly. Okay, depending depending upon each of model, you have different characteristics. Okay, so the representation is same, all will look same. This diode, the symbol is same, and mind you, these are PN junction diode. These all are PN junction diode. There is nothing like tunnel diode or some other diode. We are only talking about PN junction diode. So you can see three types of diodes. Now corresponding to these three type of diodes, you have three characteristics. So first characteristic is corresponding to ideal diode, which looks like this. You will call it as diode is forward biased if the voltage is greater than 0 and current is greater than 0. Okay, means you can say the diode will be in forward bias region when the voltage is greater than 0, and at that point of time current will also be greater than 0. Okay, and you will call this diode as reverse biased when the voltage across this terminal is less than or equal to 0 and the current is equal to 0. You can see this is the thick line is the characteristic of this diode. Mind you, this V is this V and the current is I. Okay, for all of them. This is how the characteristic will look like. That's for ideal diode. So this was our first practical diode. Now we will mostly see this one. Okay, so whenever a diode will be told, it will be given whether it is taken as ideal diode or it is taken as practical diode. Okay, so here also we have current versus voltage, but you can see this curve is slightly shifted in right direction. So you can see there is a voltage called V gamma, which is called as cut-in voltage. This if the voltage across this diode is greater than V gamma, then you call it this diode as forward biased and the current will be greater than 0 across this diode. Okay, similarly you will call this diode reverse bias when the voltage is less than 0 and I will be equal to I naught, which is a reverse saturation current. Okay, it will be very small, like in microamperes this value will be, but to zoom in to give a clear picture, I made it very large, but usually this value will be microampere or milliampere, mostly microampere or nanoamperes, and this here the current will be in amperes. Okay, so you can see these two are different, and mostly it will be given whether the diode is ideal diode or practical diode. If ideal diode, you have to by default assume that the cut-in voltage will be 0 here, and if the given diode is practical diode, then they will mention a V gamma value, which will tell you above this voltage the diode will act as forward bias, below this 0 voltage it will act as reverse bias. Now in between you can see there is nothing, the current will be 0 and diode will still not be conducting. In forward biased diode conducts. Okay, in reverse bias diode does not conduct. We will see equivalent circuits as well, but these are the characteristics I wanted to mention. Now there is another model called piecewise linear model, and this is also mentioned in the question. Whenever somebody will be using piecewise linear model, they will mention that we are using piecewise linear model. Then you have to think of this one. Okay, this characteristic. So the again the model will be same, the symbol will be same, voltages current will be same, but the characteristic will change. Here the reverse bias characteristic is same. If V is less than 0, I will be equal to I0, which is reverse saturation current, which will be in microamperes or nanoamperes. But in forward bias you can see Now this line is slightly slant from V gamma. Okay, so now it has a slope. The slope of this line will be 1 by R. The change in voltage divided by change in current. Sorry, the change in current divided by change in voltage. Okay, this will be the slope. If you can see, this is acting like a linear resistor. So you can see, think of this as a, in this region you can think of it as a resistance R, which is connected to a voltage V, and a current is flowing I. So Ohm's law will be V is equal to IR. Okay, so the change will be del I by del R, so 1 by R will be del I by del R. That is how you can think of. Okay, it's linear curve, so the change it is showing is 1 by R, and that is how the slope comes, 1 by R here. And you can also represent it in 10 phi form. Phi is this angle, so change in I in change divided by change in V, that is the slope, which is 1 by R. Sometimes you can even refer it to tan theta is equal to 1 by R. Tan theta is base upon height, height upon base, which will be the angle. This angle if you will calculate, so it will come out to be 1 by R. So change in I divided by change in V. So this is the change in this model. So the forward bias will be V greater than V gamma, and I will be greater than 0, and reverse bias V is less than 0 and I is equal to I0. This is same as this guy, but here we have a slope in this line, but here we didn't had any slope. The slope was infinite. Here the slope is 0. Okay, so if you want to connect with this concept, if the slope is infinite here, so the R will be equal to 0. If the slope is 0 here, R will be equal to infinite, and if the slope is 0 here, R will be equal to infinite. Yeah, sorry, I made a mistake, I believe. Yeah, this curve should be like this. Sorry for that. This is how it should be. So for V greater than 0, I is greater than 0. Yeah, and R will be infinite here in this region, and R will be 0 in this region. Okay, sorry for that. And this is how it will look like, shifted version, and now it has a slope. Okay, so this is the characteristics of different types of PN junction diode you will see mostly. Okay, now we will see how you will represent it in an equivalent circuit. Okay, let's look at the equivalent model, how it will look like. Whenever you will see these diodes in circuit, then what you have to think of in the circuit. Okay, so if you have an idle diode, you have to simply replace this with a short circuit. Okay, and this is for forward bias. For reverse bias, it will be open OC, open circuit. Okay, now for practical diode, what you have to think, this will be in forward. In forward bias, it will just represent a voltage source with the value V gamma. Okay, practical diode will represent this. Sometimes it has forward resistance as well, but usually that is considered in piecewise. In practical, only you have one voltage source with value V gamma, that is in forward bias. In reverse bias, you will have a small current, very small current, I0 going from this. Okay, and that is in opposite direction. This will be the current going in the opposite direction, and it is considered as open circuit only. Okay, means it is very small, microampere or nano ampere value, and that is the reason sometimes it is considered as open also. It is very small current. If very small current is going, means it is equivalent to open circuit. Okay, until and unless it won't people won't mention about I naught, you don't have to consider. You have to consider open circuit in reverse bias. Similar for this case as well. This is in forward bias, that is piecewise linear diode. Okay, that is V gamma, a voltage source, along with this are a forward resistance will be represented, and the current will be flowing through this is IF. Okay, forward current. This is for piecewise diode, and in reverse bias again same thing will be there. A current in reverse direction will be flowing I0, which is of microampere or nano ampere, and this is equivalent to open circuit. Okay, until and unless people won't mention, you don't have to consider this I naught. All the time mostly you have to consider it an open circuit. Okay, so this is for forward bias, reverse bias for this guy, forward bias, reverse bias for this guy. You can have these two in reverse bias, and forward bias, reverse bias for this guy. Okay, forward bias you can have this, reverse bias you can have these two. So this is the equivalent model for diodes. Whenever you will see this diode, you will replace it with these circuits depending upon which one it is. Piecewise, then this guy's practical, when this guy idle, then this guy's, and you have to check whether they are in forward bias or reverse bias. Okay, depending upon that you select the model. So this will be helpful in solving circuit problems. Okay, let's see an example. So VI characteristics of PN junction diode is given as I is equal to V minus 0.7 divided by 500 for V greater than 0.7 and 0 for V less than 0.7. Okay, and this is the circuit given to us. There is a 10 volt battery, 1 kilo ohm resistance, and this diode. And this characteristic V and relation between V and I is given as this. V is this V, I is this I. Okay, so whenever the voltage is greater than 0.7, I will be equal to V minus 0.7 divided by 500, and if this voltage is less than 0.7, I will be 0. Okay, so so you can see, so you can see this arrangement. Now what we have to find is I we have to find for ideal diode, considering this diode is ideal. Second, considering this diode as practical, and third, considering this diode as piecewise. Okay, so we have to find the value of current. So for the first thing we have to check is whether the diode is in forward or reverse bias. So for that what we will do is, first we will assume that I'll use open circuit test. Okay, means I'll consider this diode as open. So this is how it will look like. So you can see the voltage across this diode will be equal to 10 ohm because it's an open circuit, and current will not flow through this diode, and which means there won't be any drop across this resistor. Okay, since it is an open circuit, no current flows, no drop across resistance, so whatever the voltage we have applied will be appear here as well. Okay, since P terminal is positive and N terminal is negative, it is in forward bias. There is another way to check, which is short circuit test. Okay, so in this we will assume that the diode is on and we will replace it by short circuit. Okay, and we will check what is the current across it. If the current will be, what is the current across it? If the current is greater than 0, then it is forward bias, if the current is less than equal to 0, then it is reverse bias. That is what we will check. So you can see, you can apply KVL. So you will get 10 is equal to I into 1 kilo ohm, which will give you 10 milliampere I. So now I is greater than 0, so you can see it is forward bias. So either you can use this test or you can use this test. Now we know it is forward biased, so we will approach with respect to each model. Okay, forward bias with respect to each model. So let's move on. So now what will happen, if we'll assume it to be idle diode, then this will be short circuit, because whenever the idle diode is forward bias, it is replaced by short circuit. So our circuit will be like this. Okay, this is short circuit. So what will be the current? 10 volt, right? So current will be again Ohm's law, 10 milliampere. Okay, now second, if we will assume practical diode, then forward bias will be replaced by one value of one value of voltage. This is 10 volt. One value of voltage whose value will be 0.7, because you can see this is our V gamma. If V is greater than 0.7, then it is considered as forward bias. If less than 0, it is considered as reverse bias. Okay, so you can see that applying KVL, you will get 10 minus 0.7 divided by 1K is equal to I. Okay, and from this you will get 9.3 milliampere. Now in third case, what will happen, you have this piecewise model. So in forward bias, piecewise model looks like 1K, 10 volt, and there will be a resistance, positive negative V gamma RF. Okay, this is how it will look like. And what will be the value of RF? RF will be equal to this 500. Okay, that's where 500, that's where this equation comes in handy. You can see that. Okay, so you can see that how it is coming 500 ohm, because if you will calculate here, I will calculate del I is equal to del V minus 0 divided by 500. So del I by del V is equal to 1 by 500, which is 1 by R. So this R is nothing but the forward resistance. Okay, RF. So that is how it is coming. So now you solve it. So I will be equal to 10 minus, and this value is 0.7. 10 minus 0.7 divided by these two resistances, so 1000 plus 500. That will give you current 6.2 milliampere. Okay, so you can see that how I have used the characteristic. It was only helpful in this case, piecewise case. Rest everything in a practical case, you were just you wanted to know just the cut-in voltage, so you had it. You can solve it by only knowing the cut-in voltage, but here you had to know the value of resistance as well, and that is how it was calculated. Okay, and here you didn't know anything, just short circuit, replace it, and you will get the current. So you get 3 different currents depending upon the model of the diode. Okay, so be careful when somebody mentions what kind of diode it is, either it is idle, practical, or piecewise. Now you know how to use it. Okay, how to calculate current. And so I hope you got the feel how things are working.